My new book, Facts That Aren't True, is out now. Don't forget about my other book, Rational Answers to Stupid Questions. Click the link in the description now.
I believe it was like, was it Aristotle or it was like
Jesus
this Greek
fucking
philosopher,
Christ.
right?
No.
No, I want you to understand the empirical. You mentioned empirical.
Then
That's
maybe you should
exactly
read literally
the
any
purpose.
book so you don't say something as stupid as Aristotle invented science.
Oh God, like
Don't tell me your goal is for me to understand and then come up here and say stupid shit like that.
it is not. That is
It
where it's
is.
from.
No,
It's where
it
it's
isn't.
from. That's how science, the idea of science and pseudoscience and like things like that.
Literally
That's how it
false.
was created. What are you just like mad saying no, 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 no without actually like telling me, saying what the actual history of science is, why it was invented, why it was put out to the world just because you're stubborn? Like, it's historic. Like, we all know what it is.
You don't.
It's there.
I agree that if you want to discuss like how we collectively came up with the scientific method, you would
It's not
look
collective.
at the history books.
It's not collective.
But you don't
It
fucking
wasn't
go
a
to
person.
It wasn't invented by Aristotle. That's
It was not
mad.
a collective that created the scientific method.
Yes, it absolutely was. Nobody has
Oh,
ever come up with an idea in a vacuum devoid of anybody else's influence.
Influence is not the same thing as collective. A person could have made
That's-
some idea, but yes, have influence from others, but still individual person that created it. Just like the word evolution was created by a single person. It's not some collective. Like, this is where you're going crazy at. It's literally historic. And you're arguing against like history about it, which is weird for a person that's supposed to
So
be
you're
factual
you
in
you get to
science.
decide what is historical, huh? I'm
No,
disagreeing with
could
you.
look at you could
You
look at
are
all
wrong.
evidence
Okay,
about
so
it.
whatever.
I mean, you're okay, so you want to stay stubborn about it.
Where did
Okay,
Aristotle
so I
develop?
guess
Where
this-
are the steps of the scientific method in any of Aristotle's works?
Just look it up. Ask any historian
So
if
so you
want
don't
to.
know. Okay, great. You have no
I'm
you have no
telling you,
evidence.
it's
You have an
the
empty
history
claim.
of it.
Yeah, great.
Okay, so do you want to look together? Go ahead and go Google. Go Google it then.
I've-
right now. We can
I
do
have
it.
done this countless times going back going back like a decade, right? So I don't need to prove anything to you, and I don't need to give you a history lesson.
Well, you're asking for
if you
proof,
want
right?
if
So
you want
why
to
not? Why is it such a problem for you to look for
it's
proof
not a problem for
of
me.
where
I have already done
scientific
this.
method was like,
So
given?
if you want to know who the first person to really lay out the modern scientific method as we understand it, that would be Ibn al-Haytham. And it was around the year 1000
No.
or 1100.
I'm not saying some version that someone else made. I put my argument as what is science from the history standpoint.
Great.
That was my argument. So for you to say the modern version or of whatever some guy made that like is not very
What did Aristotle do that was
populist-
science?
Again, he pointed out the empirical evidence and how to achieve empirical evidence, how to define pseudoscience and science, to differentiate between the two. Okay?
For example, you got any quotes or anything
Using
like
the
that?
scientific method.
Okay,
That's
when
the
did he ever
example,
do that?
It has to, huh?
What experiment did Aristotle ever conduct?
He's a philosopher of science.
No, he's not.
Oh God.
So
Okay.
the answer
All right,
is
well,
he
let's
never
just end this
conducted a
conversation
single
if you're just
experiment.
gonna like go no, not
That's
even
fine.
look
I don't
it
care.
up
I
or
don't even
something
want
like
to
that.
talk to you at this point.
Okay, yeah.
All right, have a shitty life.